Each weapon has a few different settings that makes the handling a bit different. One of the biggest parts is the aim assist. So you can see the reticle turns red when I'm close or almost on him. That means that the aim assist is fully engaged and your shots are going to go toward that target. Now, if we turn on the debug stuff here, you'll see a ton of different circles here. This little cross here that you see is actually where the bullets will bend towards, where your aim is actually corrected to. And as I go over him, you'll see it actually snaps to him. It kind of gets back to the center of my actual reticle. And this other angle out here, this is the magnetism. Magnetism basically means that we slow down your turning speed when you get close to an enemy. And the reason for that is that you won't just sweep over him. It'll kind of stick. And also, when you're inside of the magnetism cone, any movement that this guy does, your reticle will try and follow him to correct. So when a guy's strafing, if you're inside of the magnetism, you get a little bit of assistance to help track him. So you have to kind of find that balance where it's helping you enough.
Maybe you don't notice that it's helping that
much.
Right.
If we do our job well, you actually don't
Yeah.
have any idea that this is going on.
Yeah, it just feels like you're that badass.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you freaking kidding me? Look, I don't have an issue with reticle placement assistance, or aim assist as it's known in gaming today. But when you're going out of your way to make the bullets curve towards enemies, it's a little ridiculous. What happened to skill-based shooting in shooter games? I thought the point was for better players to triumph over the not-so-good players. Now you want to let a system get involved? I'm not one to bash Halo 5, but this is madness. Now, I know Halo 5 isn't the only installment in the series, or even the only game series to include such a feature, but I still think that removing the skill from any aspect of a game hurts the players who want to play that game competitively. Given that 343 want to make Halo a viable esport, they need to focus on making the game more skill-based rather than allowing systems to complete tasks for them. Look at Counter-Strike, it's the epitome of skill-based gaming. There are no systems in place to help players outside of the weapons and grenades they choose to use. Although aim assist is a requirement on consoles due to the lack of precision that thumbsticks provide, I think that the systems in place at the moment are taking it too far. Aiming at multiple enemies in a group can lead to some ridiculous results, where aiming at one enemy, the bullets curve into another because the other enemy is in front of the enemy you're trying to aim at. In my opinion, the reason this system's so pronounced in Halo 5 is due to 343 wanting to make the game as accessible as possible to newer players by closing the skill gap between them and the more experienced Halo veterans. This has sparked a lot of controversy online due to a large amount of the player base feeling like 343 is dumbing down Halo. I believe that 343 should stick with standard aim assistance whilst leaving out the bullet magnetism systems that are in Halo 5, or at least turning it down to the point where it isn't glaringly noticeable. This would help bring back some of the skill that's being bled out of Halo 5 and hopefully bring back some of the old style competitive gameplay. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video then please leave a like or maybe consider subscribing. And remember, stay classy.